What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Rideshare Garage. It is Wednesday nights. We are in the house, and I just want to say, you know what? Welcome, everybody. What's going on? What's going on?
Damn, I'm good.
Man, we got a couple of things to talk about tonight. We're going to give everybody a chance to kind of fall in here. A couple of the guys on the board are lagging around a little bit tonight, but Omar is in the house with us, my number one New York Jets fan. We're going to get into that a little bit later on in the program. We're going to talk a little, let's get ready for football season and how that's going to affect us as drivers and fans and, all that good kind of stuff. But the first thing I wanted to start with was I'm just curious, man. How was everybody's Labor Day weekend? Did people actually make some money? Or was it a very, very, very average at best weekend? That's what I would like to know. Speaking for myself, and then I want to hear from Omar and Steven's coming in. I don't know, something's going on with the chat. I'm not seeing any chat.
I see it. There's Klaus.
Klaus, here it comes. All right, now it's coming through.
Here comes Richie hating.
My Labor Day weekend sucked. Like, not anywhere near where I thought it would be as far as ride requests. I did make money. I had some privates in there that kind of bailed out my weekend. But anyway, Omar, how was, and good evening to you, Steven. How are you, the unbroken driver? You're not broke yet, are you? It doesn't matter if you're broke or not. Black Vinny's in the house, y'all. Y'all give it up for Black Vinny. Black Vinny's in the house. So, Omar, how'd you make out?
So, this is actually a good question, Vinny. I was actually going to ask the same question. So, because I tried to ask it on the Discord as well. And I'd like to we should talk after here about I wanted to add a polling feature to the Discord channel. So my weekend was terrible, and I tried to poll everybody inside the Discord. I didn't really get any good answers. Well, I got one or two answers of people that said it was bad, but my weekend was really poor. Probably the worst Labor Day weekend I think ever for me. It was really, really bad.
Wow, bad, huh?
I don't even think I did 500 all weekend, Vinny.
Oh,
yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I was online a lot too. I can't even. I may have to go look and see how much. I mean, I sometimes just forget that the app is on.
That's slow for you, huh?
It was really bad. I mean,
and that's surprising because of where you live. I mean, it's not like you're not in a bad spot, buddy. I ain't gonna put it out there to the world.
Dude, I hit up a lot of my normal spots. I tried to be a little aggressive at times. There were tons of airport rides, all of them on basic, man. Just so many basic airport rides. And so the only good thing I could say is that, like I said, this and we'll talk about this later, the InDrive that I keep that on, and I discovered that is only counting down when you're on a ride, so that's good. And I'm getting a lot of requests through that. And sometimes I'm negotiating with people a little bit back and forth, but not getting the ride, whatever. But still, man, I think Uber was probably the most quiet of all the apps. I think. Bro. I don't know. I have to look now. All I know is that it was really slow. Like, it was really slow. We didn't have any events, I think, either. No, we had the UM game, and like that was a big bust for me as well.
Yeah, well, listen, yeah. I did a count. I added up how many Uber requests I've gotten in the last 3 weeks. I'm talking about total requests, whether I accepted them or declined them. Okay. Total Uber requests in the last 3 weeks, less than 15. Total. Lyft? Lyft, I'm doing okay. I got no complaints with Lyft. Lyft is sending rides. Every now and then they send one of them banana head, low ball offers. And like we talk about, we know why the low balls come through, because there's other drivers around. But for the most part, my Lyft rides are respectable. If that's a thing, they're respectable. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Octavian's in the house. Bucky's in the house. Klaus is in the house. Japes. Randy's in the house. Klaus is in the house. Mr. DSN is here. And Steven, well, I know Steven's here.
Yeah, Vinny, real quick to your point for everyone in the chat, everyone that's watching, when Vinny says that you said you only got 15 requests, and that's what on both apps?
Less than 15 requests on Uber the last 3 weeks.
Okay. I was gonna say because most of the time you're open on like everything except like basic.
Right.
And me, most of the time, I'm just XL Premier and Lux Black. That's it. Most of the time, I don't even drop down to Lux on Lyft. So that just goes to show you 2 different styles here, and neither one was getting a lot of requests.
Well, I'll go one better with you. How about, I've been my strategy shift has been I've been working the mornings. Although this week I haven't worked any mornings. Well, I worked Monday, but I didn't work yesterday or today yet. But I've been working the morning shifts. And so what's happening is I'm getting those 3 or 4 or 5 rides on Lyft in the mornings. I'll grab some kind of way. I'll wind up with a $14 or better surge on Uber. Okay. Every morning I'm going to get a $14 or better surge on Uber. Half the time I'll drop down to X. I'll get a request. The other half of the time I'm on X in the mornings before 9 a.m. and still not getting a request with the $14 attachment or better.
Yeah.
So it's like, the reason why I made the shift to the mornings, Omar, you know how it is. Normally you work way overnight and you know what it is in the mornings. And, out where I'm at, obviously there are rides because I'm getting rides with Lyft. But for some reason, I guess I'm on Uber's poopy list. Or maybe Uber is legitimately losing market share to Lyft. And now with InDrive coming in, I'm seeing a lot of the cars out here with InDrive more than I thought. Oh, bro, I saw a Suburban. With the door wraps. And the first thing they hit me with, now listen, InDrive guys, don't be upset with me here. Don't be upset with me here, InDrive guys. But ain't no goddamn way I'm wrapping my Suburban.
Nope.
With the doors on the InDrive doors. I can't do it. Not for $150 a month.
Nope.
You look like a taxi, bro. You look like legit like a damn taxi. And that was the whole point, was not to be a taxi. But I guess it is what it is. People do what they got to do. So
from my vantage point, I'll add another twist to that, Vinny. Remember where I used to work? I swear, people were purposely. Oh, there's an InDrive. I swear, people were trying to purposely hit me in my old job. Why? Because I had a big ass logo on the side of my van. And what were they thinking, Vinny?
Oh, absolutely, insurance claim, bro. 77% of all fraud committed with insurance is committed in the state of Florida. I got that from the horse's mouth. We know this.
Yep.
Okay, real quick. I want to give a shout out to Tony, the Driven Dad. Hey guys, I got the invite, but still on the recovery. I'll have to catch you all on the replay. No problem, brother. Listen, we just want you to feel better. And this is something else we could talk about in a second, but the shit's going around again, and it's a lot of information, a lot of misinformation going around with this, whatever this is. But I wanted to get into something real quick. Eddie, are you there, Eddie?
I'm here.
Hey, Eddie. Now, Eddie seemed to have a good Labor Day weekend. He did about what he normally does. Right? Eddie, you had a decent Labor Day weekend?
Yeah.
What about Steven?
300.
You're not driving yet, are you?
I wasn't driving, and I didn't actually this whole weekend. I didn't even turn on the app. I let my phone die. I was just like, I didn't even look at it. So you're gonna have to ask. I put Buddha on, and we'll have to see. I sent him the link. He can let us know how it was looking for him, but I didn't turn on the app.
All right. Well, when he's ready. Eddie, let's see. How was your weekend, buddy?
So far it was good. I think I did you know what? I did $14.95. I didn't count a private ride because it was a private ride and it doesn't.
That was the weekend only, or that was the entire week last week?
No, the weekend.
Okay.
But for the weekend I was I did about $300. $300 almost every day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I think Saturday ended up a little bit more than usual. But I did make over 1,000. But still, I deviated from my whole entire strategy, and I still made $14.95. So I still made the same amount of money as if I would have just stick to my own and stopped chasing. So I was chasing, and it didn't work out.
And
It worked out to be the same.
Part, and that's the other part, like what Omar was just saying, because we were talking about how everybody's Labor Day weekend went. Omar said he didn't have a good Labor Day weekend, which we know I didn't either. But Omar said he hit up all his normal spots. He went to his ace in the holes, and his ace in the holes were filled with concrete and swimming with the fishes. So it's just funny how it's not funny, but it's like it's telling where we're at right now with rideshare.
Dude, I had drivers come up to me that sometimes see me, and they were like, "Hey, they were asking me the same thing. How's it been going for you?" And I'm like, "Yo, it's bad." And I was these are all black SUV drivers, obviously, and they're asking, we're all asking the same questions. And I had talked to some of them about, working the ports and different things, and they were like, "I can't even do any of that stuff." Because I get it. Some of them I think drive overnight like me, so we kind of see each other, and gas is worse for them. Think about it, Vinny. Like the guys that are driving, guys and girls. I should say it's guys and girls that I was talking to that are, Yukons and Cadillacs, the Escalade drivers. I'm like, man, gas is killing them. They're like, I can't even fill up.
Yeah.
So they have to be real selective of what they were doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't lie. I have been sitting here trying to convince myself to go back at the Tesla rental. I've been thinking about it, and I can't pull myself to do it. But now I can tell you, I just can't pull myself to do it. It's just not worth it.
Based on your experience, Vinny, I don't want to do it, but I'm thinking about it myself. I really am.
Right. Right. So real quick, let me give a shout out to our unofficial show sponsor, Gig With It. Gigwithit.com. If you check out gigwithit.com, you will find a little bit of everything for all your gigpreneur clothing, accessories, hats, shirts. And you know what? Just tell Kyle, make you whatever the hell you want, bro. At least we know this. It's actually produced in the U.S. Even if it is California IA, it's still the U.S. So we're going to run with it. I have been doing this to gigwithit.com all week. I keep threatening to send them a bill, but you know what? It is a kind of a nice hat. And, so thank you, Kyle. There you go. All right. Shout out also to Gig Wars Official. I haven't spoken to them much this week, but that's been mainly on me, not on them. So also check out their link down below in my description. All right. So I got a phone call this evening before we started, and it's not the first one I've gotten this week. So how many of you folks out there in Uberland have now realized that you have Uber Teen on your telephone, on your app? If you have not looked and noticed, if you have not been notified, you need to go on your app, go into your preferences, and look all the way to the bottom. So there's your app. Here's the preferences, right? We all know this. And scroll all the way down. And look what we got here now. Uber Teen requests. Mine are off. But if you are getting Uber Teen, if you are eligible for Uber Teen requests and you do not want to take them, you have to turn it off. Because by default, they gave it to us already on. So if you are not going to do Uber Teen requests, and if you do, that's up to you. But I'm not interested in Uber Teen requests.
Oh, I just realized something too, Bucky. Bucky, that's a good question. What happens if you have it on, but you still have it on the high tier?
I don't have it.
Tiers.
Uber Teen is supposed to be, from what I understood, it's like an X-Ride. It doesn't pay us any better. It doesn't pay us any more than what it's supposed to.
I don't have it.
all the way down at the bottom of your preferences, you don't have Uber Teen. Look underneath.
Oh.
And what does it say? Does it say on already?
Turn on to get trip requests from authorized teams. Damn, I just noticed that. That's how badly it's been for me that I didn't even realize.
And you of all people, who you're like the Dr. Know-it-all of these damn apps.
Yeah,
I just have shop and pay. I don't have a team.
I stand corrected. I stand corrected, Vinny.
I had to do.
All you got to do is look all the way. I see somebody. SoFlo says he doesn't have
I'm all the way.
preferences.
I don't have it.
I had to do.
So some people got it, some people don't.
Yeah, it's not a box for me. It's a little thing on the bottom, like a little
thing on the bottom.
The only thing I have for trip filter is shop and pay, which for some reason is still turned on.
If it's a team premier, Bucky, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. But I don't think it is.
I'll try. I turned it on, but since I have it on my premier rides on my higher tiers, I want to see what happens.
Well, there you go. It's something we're gonna have to, I guess, experiment with to see what happens.
I didn't get nothing today. I turned it on and I didn't get not one.
Maybe I'll try. Maybe I'll turn it on tomorrow morning because I do plan to be out tomorrow morning. So if there's Uber Teen going to school, we'll see what it comes through. But I'm not turning on X. I mean, I'm just not doing that. And oh yeah, absolutely, bro. If you got dash cams, you better have dash cams. I had some interesting footage pop up the other day. Ain't that right, Eddie? Had some interesting.
I didn't see nothing.
And it will not be made public. It will not.
Yeah, no.
But anyway,
just for the show. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah, too bad it was in Fort Lauderdale. Anyway, so how do you guys feel about Uber Teen? Is it going to matter to you if you take teen rides now that it's a specified ride type?
Correct. We have, you were arguing about it this morning too. I believe what they're going to do is they're going to force us. They're going to give us no choice, and then we're going to end up taking them. You know what? I sat almost for 2 hours on all my tiers on Uber X. I didn't get shit for almost 2 hours, and I didn't get nothing. That's how bad it was this morning. It picked up later in the afternoon after 3 p.m. It picked up a little bit, but my whole entire morning after I was done with the live and I went out and all that stuff. I mean, I literally I was able to wax my car for the second time. That's how much time I had.
You know what? I was gonna mess with you too because I know Richie Hustles and I got on your ass about your video. You're vacuuming the carpet, right? And I saw on your IG account today where you were turtle waxing the car. But you still probably haven't wiped down the plastic panels.
Yeah, no, everything is right down. It's just like so what happens on my camera, you could see it, but you couldn't see it. When I'm looking at it, you couldn't see it.
Oh man.
But yeah, I wiped it all down.
Here we go.
It's like, why am I getting yelled at?
Octavian says, and if you guys don't know, Octavian's in the South Florida market. He's a Lux and Premier SUV driver. He says he will set it up for his kids and let you know if they can use it for Premier. There you go. He's going to run the test. We're going to find out. And as soon as he lets us know, we're going to bring it to you guys. All right. Mr. Gambit was popping. Everybody in the house. James is in the house.
Oh, I had to do an upgrade on my sneakers because my sneakers is just the inside. So I upgraded into my nice Thursdays white sneakers. Okay. But what I like about this sneakers is the full leather on the outside and on the inside. My brand new.
Too much money, bro. You're the reason why Uber's paying us less. Because you're making way too much damn money, bro.
No. This has been something in the waiting because it's cheaper to spend $129 than buying these ones that I have, which I have to buy them like every couple of weeks because they can't take my hustle.
All right. So Mr. Gambit says, got a question for you guys. If you fish, let me know. I got a deal for you. I don't fish. Any of y'all fish?
Me neither. I ain't that old. Vinny, maybe.
I haven't fished in a while. I love to. I just haven't.
I enjoy fishing.
I always tell myself I need to do more of that Florida stuff.
My grandpa and I used to fish all the time. When he passed away, I kind of let it go. That was
softball. So softball, you get the
I
teams.
grew up on the water, so I grew up on the water. We used to fish all the time. I cannot believe parents are allowing it. I keep canceling on teens going to school. Are they coming through on a regular X ride, pool ride, or are they coming through SoFlo on teen?
Where is SoFlo?
SoFlo is South Florida, bro.
South Florida. Okay.
He's down there.
So it is coming. Okay. Because so that means he's getting them then.
Oh man. So let's see. Melvin's here. Melvin's like, what's going on, Vinny and Eddie? Today was nothing but trash rides in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, the same thing here in freaking Austin. Damn it. Where's my medical courier application, Melvin?
No, X and green. All right. So
wait.
Okay.
It's not medical courier. It's medical marijuana courier.
Yeah, just gotta always taste the product, okay, to make sure before you give it out. No.
Jesus.
He's like, what is this? This is delivery days.
This is the good stuff.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God, this guy. All right, so moving on. Let's get into In Drive a little bit. I was hoping to have Ron. Well, you know what? Before we get into In Drive, because this is going to lead right into that. In case you guys don't know, we already mentioned Tony is sick, the driven dad. He's sick. Ron down here, the rideshare culture, is sick. I am telling you now, I am not turning this into a political show tonight. That's for in the mornings. But you notice they've been warning us about mask mandates and things of that nature, which is going to directly affect us as we drive, because if one group of people decide we got to go put back on masks, Uber and Lyft are going to have us put on masks again, right? But at the U.S. Open, the tennis U.S. Open, everybody's sick. Players cannot finish the tournaments because they are sick. People are coming down with COVID. They're testing positive for COVID. And then a couple of days later, they're not testing positive for COVID. So how's everybody feeling about that? Because even my guy, Ron, Rideshare Culture, he's down here sick. He couldn't come on the show tonight. How do we feel about that?
I don't know. If one person gets sick, then, the whole entire world is basically going to come to an end. And given my experience in the past 3 years, I call BS, and I'm just going to go with my instinct.
Meaning what?
If they ask me to wear a mask in a car, yeah, sure, I'll wear it. That's right, I'll wear it. But I said, with everybody else, it's a choice if you want to wear it or not. If my clients want to get in my car, but like my state is not enforcing shit. So, and they're not doing any lockdowns, they're not doing any mask mandates. So in my state, but if people want to get in my car and have a hissy fit about it, then okay, But I'm not too worried about it. I'm really not too worried about it. They're gonna push it anywhere, and they're gonna just make a big deal out of it. So, now, how Uber and Lyft or the gig apps are gonna, how they're gonna take it, I don't know.
Here's the question for that. The guys or the drivers that were doing food delivery, were you required to wear a mask the whole time you had the food in your hand? I know drivers for rideshare, we had to wear a mask when there was somebody in the car, right?
I don't know
but the food delivery, did they have to wear a mask as well? I personally am not putting back on a mask. Y'all can, that shit ain't happening. It ain't happening. It ain't happening.
That's how my
I promise
my 2,000 plus days started. And by the way, the last time that California did that, they all started leaving and started coming to Texas.
I'm not doing it. Okay. That's it. We're done. Okay.
I think everybody has to deal with it however they feel comfortable, and that's it. I'm like Eddie. Look, I'll take it a step further than what Eddie said. If you get in my vehicle and you say, hey, and you're wearing, whatever you're wearing, I don't care.
Yep.
And you ask me to match that, I'm gonna ask you nicely to, Get the F out.
Yep. My car comes equipped with a Super Duper Mach 3 COVID safe filter. All right. I can sell it to you. All right. For $89.99, I can get you one. Okay. It'll say COVID-19, protection filter on the side.
Emotional damage.
Okay, I'll sell it to you. My car already comes equipped with it. Let alone Tesla. Tesla creates a bubble around it. Okay. Yeah.
I
So
don't
I'm good.
think.
But if you guys need one, just send me a private email and I can send you one of those super duper COVID killing filters. All right.
So I think there's a pretty good flu going around. I know they're trying to push this back on us. I'm not with it, and I got a feeling this time around a lot of people are not going to go for the rope-a-dope.
No.
They're just not. They're just
People
not.
haven't even recovered from last time.
No, and there are so many, and people are mentally scarred. I think on both sides of it, but that's a morning show. I'm just referring to rideshare and what we got to do. I think everybody's correct. If you want to get in my car, wear a mask. That's on you.
Yeah.
Just don't ask me to do it. I'm not going to do it. It's just we're not doing this again. We're not doing this again.
It's just it doesn't matter. And the most stupidest thing that I've ever seen is I'll go down to like Uber X, and then somebody will be outside, okay, and then they get in my car and then they put the mask on, and I was like, dude, but you were just outside around like hundreds of people and you didn't have it on. Why all of a sudden have it on when you get in my car when there's only one person? It's like,
Bucky. Bucky. Goddamn Bucky, man. I tell you what, boy. Bucky is it, bro. He is it. Anyway, so okay, Steven. Before we get to Omar with the in drive and he's got any more updates for us, what the hell are you doing, dude? You're collecting checks, aren't you?
I'm collecting a lot of checks. So I mean the same thing. I'm collecting money from the guy that's renting my car. And I've been just grinding at my job. They're about to, by the end of the year, they'll increase me up to 40 an hour. Actually a little bit more than 40 an hour. So and then on top of that,
wait. How much?
40 plus an hour.
How many hours you work a week?
40 if I don't get overtime, which is time and a half.
Did this motherfucker just say he's making $1,600 a week on a W-2? Did I hear that right? Did I hear that
right? Yeah, but somebody out there be like, yeah, but you gotta deduct gas money and taxes.
It's always gonna be something. Yeah.
And medical, so he doesn't technically make $1,600. He most likely makes like $750.
Well, he does live in California, bro. Yeah, he does live in California, bro. They are paying like 90% in taxes out there.
I've got a bunch of the coverages, so I do get medical, dental, vision. The only thing we don't get is like chiropractic and stuff like that.
Oh, hey, Steven, you're not claiming any of your friends' kids?
No, which is actually interesting. The whole dependent thing, it's a whole bag. It was funny because when I was growing up, let's see, I just had got out of high school, but they increased the years that you could still be covered. So my dad was working for the district before me, so I was able to benefit from his benefits for a long time after I got out of school. That was pretty cool. But
man, I'll be getting all that free California money.
Yeah, why not? That school practically paid for when you get you use the FAFSA and all that stuff, so I can't complain. That's a federal thing.
At $40 an hour, and can I come live with you?
I don't know, man. It's kind of small. It's only a 1-bedroom, dude. I don't know if you really want to.
I don't know how the hell. I don't know how
you can make it into a bunk bed.
I'll sleep in my car, bro. I'll sleep in my car.
Hey, I got an extra spot.
Yeah, I sleep in my car. Yeah, you're just gonna supply. You're gonna take care of all my electricity, my water, my meals. You're gonna have them cooked and ready to go.
Hey, gas, you're on your own.
By the way, Gavin Newsom's gonna pay for it, so don't worry about it. Send the bill.
Okay.
Listen,
Yeah,
if we ever actually got into a whole gross versus net, bro, the average American only keeps about 37 cents for every dollar they make. So it's kind of like I don't want to go down these roads because our friend Omar here will get fired up. He will turn into Pepe Le Pew. Taxation is theft, you son of a bitches.
I mean that's just a fact, but
it is. It is. But I don't want to get
Omar because they don't tax you. They don't tax you on just one thing. They tax you on everything.
Next week, Omar will come in and we'll be unhappy because you see that green logo he's got in the back. Right now, he's hyped up with Aaron Rodgers. And I think Bucky said he was a Jets fan too. So I'm really getting outnumbered in here. But anyway, football season's back.
Bucky, he nailed it, Bucky.
Back.
Nailed it.
Fine is a tax for doing wrong. A tax is a fine for doing well. Ain't that the goddamn truth? Ain't that the damn truth, man? Goddamn, Bucky.
Damn, that's pretty good.
I gotta stand up for that one. I gotta stand up for that one.
That needs to go on a shirt. Hey, Kyle, if you're watching, bro, if you're watching, gig with it. We need that on a shirt.
It's kind of like the Chuck Norris memes, Yeah.
So
that one was funny. He went back and got his daughter's virginity.
Yeah.
That was hysterical. Anyway, so Omar, what's going on with InDrive, buddy? Give us a little bit of an update on InDrive, if you don't mind, sir.
Yeah. So I actually did a ride, and I need to actually they don't give you the mileage. They just gave me the time, how long it took. It took like 7 minutes. It was a 7-minute XL ride that came through. And I did it for science because I was on my way home and I was like, well, this is taking me towards my house.
And money.
And I actually negotiated this ride too. So let me try and just kind of generally in my app here and Google Maps here, figure out exactly where I went to. I know where I went to. So anyways, the point is that you can bring it up on screen, Vinny. It came through, I think. What was it?
Oh, I get. Is this like a what? I paid. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I said an iPad. Sorry.
Yeah. So it came through, I think for $11 or $12, and I went up to 15, and the person accepted, and I was like, all right, I guess I'm gonna go pick them up. The only issue is that they were a little bit farther away from me than I thought they were. So the total ride ended up being maybe 5 miles, I think, for $15. So it ended up working out. If you look at that and go, hey, that's okay, whatever. I thought that the person was actually where I was, but they weren't. They were a little bit away from me.
Was that because the app told you wrong, or because you looked at it wrong?
I looked at it wrong because there's a lot that comes through with the request, and you really have to look at it well. And one thing that bothers me about this app a little bit is that, well, I shouldn't say it bothers me, is that you have to, when you're driving, obviously I'm always going to promote this, be safe, don't be texting and driving and all that stuff. Like, me and Vinny, I don't know about anybody else, but like Vinny has his setup where he has his phone in the holder, in the cup, and I've got my two set up next to me on the left hand side, so it's not blocking my windshield because I like having a full windshield, and I don't have anything on me. I know I wear a headset so I can talk on the radio and talk to people that call me because again, I'm totally hands free. When these requests come through, they're a little bit more detailed than Uber requests and Lyft requests, and it's like you're trying to do math and look at it, and what I try to do is I screenshot, and then if I get a chance to pull over, I'll pull over if I'm moving and look at it, because you do get a good amount of time. You get like a minute, really. It feels like a minute, like a full minute to actually look at the request and hit accept. Because with Uber and Lyft, sometimes what I'll do is I'll tap on I'll take a screenshot, accept it, and then pull over and look at it and go, oh, this is crap, cancel. So, but yeah, so this ride here, doing the directions here from my app here it wasn't that far away, as you can see, Vinny. You can tell where this is from. This is from Sterling.
Yep, I see where you're at.
Sterling and 95 to, Sheridan, just south of Sheridan and US 1. And It wasn't that far away. I'm doing the math right now here on my Google Maps here while I'm sitting here. Okay, it was 2.5 miles according the route that I took on Google Maps here. Yeah, 2.5 miles. And then I probably drove there. Yeah, I probably drove 2 miles there.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 or 3 miles there. So yeah, 5 miles total for 15 hours. And
So
when I picked up this person, it was one person. It was an XL, but it was one person.
right.
And I actually, the guy asked me, "Hey, so what is this InDrive thing?" Like, like I didn't know if it was real or not, so I'm kind of just trying it out. And he was from the Bahamas. He was just visiting. And then we were talking a little bit, and I told him I don't know if it's a real thing or not, but it's a new company that's starting up, and the idea of it is that we can negotiate a little bit. And he's like, "Yeah, I noticed that because I put in one price and then you went in another," and I was like, "Whatever, I just wanted to ride." And we talked, and it was cool. And when the ride was over, I didn't take a picture of this, but when the ride's over, it asks, it'll ask you to rate the person. I rated the guy 5 stars. He rated me 5 stars. I have to find a screenshot of that, but yeah, it was pretty straightforward. There was no wait time involved because the guy was waiting for me right there. Literally, he called me too. He called me and said, "Hey, are you on the way? Because it looks like you're a little far away." And I said, "Yeah, I'm on the way." And it was pretty straightforward. I mean, nothing much more to report than that. I don't know what the app looks like on the passenger side when the ride is over, like if you can tip or not. But like it says right there, 0 service fee, and I have yet to cash out because I thought that the cash out was automatic, but it looks like something that you have to. I didn't want to take a screenshot of that, but it's something that you have to initiate, I guess. So you just have to hit cash out, and there's no fee. It just goes to your account in a couple of days. I have my bank account linked to it. But I think you can link like a credit card or something else to it as well. Let me see. Let me double check that before I give everybody fake news. Wallet.
Well, Octavian's saying the same thing. He said he got a request today. He had somebody in the car, but he says it's kind of weird when the requests come up and you first look at them. Klaus, where are you at? Klaus, are you at home? If you're not at home, buddy, I'll send you a link if you want to come to stream. If you want to talk about it from a rider's standpoint, because that would help drivers understand a little bit better of InDrive. So, Klaus, if you're around, let me know. Shoot me a text or something. We'll get you a link. We'll bring you in.
Octavian says only on a bank account.
Okay, so it says right here from 8 to 12. In most cases, the money will be transferred before the end of the working day. From 12 to 3. In some cases, the money will be transferred before the end of the working day. And from 3 p.m. to 12 a.m. In most cases, the money will be transferred before 3 p.m. the next day. In some cases, the money will be transferred within 48 hours. Okay. I haven't even initiated yet. I still have the $15 in my account. I took this ride on Saturday, I think it was. Yeah.
Melvin, I think you should expect that. It's like bound to happen. I don't know.
September 2. Yeah, September 2 was Saturday. So yeah, that's what it looks like on my end. And I blacked out right here where it says A and B, like just the location, just for privacy purposes. But you can more or less see where, if you know South Florida, you can more or less tell where this location is and where it went to. So again, it was, I would say this side of the map is east, this side of the map is west. I was heading east, and so it was just happened to be on my way. And I said, you know what, for science, it's been a slow night. What the hell? I'll take it. It's an XL. I haven't been getting too many XL requests. So yeah. And then let me see if I could find what a request looks like here. I'd have to switch screens, I guess. But I showed you guys last week what the requests look like. And it's just a lot of information sometimes that comes up. Let me see if I could find. Yeah, so that's one of the first requests I ever got. I have to bring it onto the screen. Okay, stop screen sharing for just a moment, and I'll bring the next one in here. Boom, share. All right, you see it, Vinny? Yeah. So as you can see, there's a lot to unpack there. You have to see this right here. This is what's important. You want to see where how far do I have to go and how far is the thing. Because this lies to you down here where it says $4 a mile. I've had some rides where it's like I have to go 5 miles to go get them. I'm like, yo, this ain't no $2 a mile ride or whatever it is. It's when you do the math, it ends up being a different amount. So this ride in particular would have been, let's see, 4 miles for $15. So it would have been, this would have been around, $4 a mile or $3.50 a mile, whatever you want to. You get what I'm saying? Like, but sometimes it's not like that. So you can't strictly go by this right here. You can see the amount, and like it tries to break down the mileage for you, but sometimes it's fake news. Sometimes you have to go far to pick them up, and then the timing is also off too. A lot of times it'll say 10 minutes or whatever it is, and it's like, nah, bro, it's gonna be a half hour. It's gonna be longer. So they kind of underestimate the timing and the mileage sometimes. But that's what you see. And remember, on the bottom here, you have these buttons, and you can come back to the passenger with the higher offer. And if you're driving, you're trying to calculate and do all this, it can get a little confusing. And I don't want anybody to get into an accident. Please don't do that. So, yeah. So that's all I have as far as an update.
All right, I am going to. You guys discuss this for a minute. I am going to get Klaus is going to come on, and he's going to be able to talk to us. He's going to be able to talk to us a little bit, and he's going to give us what he's seen from the rider standpoint. So give me a second here while I try to get all this set up and hooked up, so I can bring him in with us.
See, I would like to know what other apps are out there because I do have a few, but like InDrive doesn't work in my area. Delivered, I'm still on the wait list. Vibe Drive, I'm still I can't seem to get access to that. But the other ones I have is Deliver That, Gomo, Lyft, Uber, Treads, and Viho. So I'm looking for a couple more that actually work here.
Okay.
InDrive doesn't work.
I wrote that down, Eddie, because I'm like, what are these apps? I want to find out more about them. So Deliver That. I'm gonna check that out. And
Deliver That is a and Treads is catering.
Okay.
But each delivery pays $30 or more.
Okay.
And they're only like it's catering, so it has to be like really close.
Yeah, no, I'm in an area for that. So there was a question by SoFlo. Did I accept the $15 or did I negotiate? I negotiated. It came in as I think $12, and I went to 15 for science. And it says the rider. I didn't take a screenshot of it. I wish I did of the whole process. I don't know if I have a screenshot here of what it looks like. Let me see if I can find one on my computer here. But like I said, you have these buttons on the bottom here, and one of them I think I just went with one of the buttons, and then there's like it'll be a square animation that comes up here, and it says we're sending your request back to the passenger, and it came back to me, and it said you accept your request, and then it completely turns like the whole app. The app almost flips into like Lyft and Uber. It shows you now. It gives you directions on where to go, and you could tap navigate, and it'll come out of the app and go into Google or Waze. I keep it in the app. Again, I know where I'm going, so I could see where the person was. It was at a restaurant at a plaza off of I-95, and so I just went there and go pick the person up. But as I was going there, the person called me. So yeah, I negotiated that $15, and they, So how long was the process? It takes like a minute or so. You're sitting there kind of like on pins and needles, like, okay, are they going to accept it? Are they not going to accept it? And then it comes through. It says they accepted your ride. So I wish I could. I may have to like put the recorder on the. I have a recorder app, and one of these days just have it on the background and just have it record the whole process. And then if I get lucky and take a request, you guys will see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely, Klaus. We see you. Give us a minute there, buddy. No, I think that would be a good thing if you can capture a screen record and break that down. That'd be a really good video. Yeah, hold on a minute, Klaus. Hold on. Wait a minute. What's going on here? I got Steven's on. Who put Steven on mute?
I put Steven on mute.
Oh, okay. We can't see you, but okay.
Steven put himself on timeout. Right.
Klaus, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Can Klaus hear us?
I don't think he can hear us.
Klaus looking clean, Klaus. Man. Klaus looking clean.
I have no sound.
Yo, that Amazon money, man. Damn.
All right, hold on. He's got no sound.
Oh, Klaus, on the okay. If you,
he has no sound. He can't hear you.
Damn it.
Type him in the text him in the private chat.
Is he on a phone or a computer? Maybe he didn't acknowledge that he has to.
I didn't take a screenshot of it. How about now? Type in the text in the private chat.
I don't know.
Is he on a phone or a computer? Maybe he didn't acknowledge that he has to.
He's got echo.
Yeah, no.
Phone.
Klaus is on the phone. Okay. Can you hear us now, Klaus?
No. Yeah,
Oh,
and that's
this guy. And I used to call this guy Google, Mr. Google Boy.
settings. So it's gonna be settings. Let me let them know.
Don't
See
worry about this,
settings.
y'all. How long is the process to get Klaus to work on the phone? I have no idea.
Well, let's see.
And that's
Hopefully
how we
can get
roll,
it.
everybody. For everybody that's wondering, this is how we roll. We just say F it, do it live.
Yeah, that's it. Let's just do it.
That's it. All right. So anyway, while we're waiting on Klaus, so here's the next question I would have: how far and few in between are these rides coming in? Is it like one an hour, one every a half hour? Have you noticed a difference?
Well, I don't know if you've been listening, but I've already had 3 come through during the stream right now. So a couple. Yeah, so they're coming through somewhat consistently. I am noticing a little bit of an uptick during the the higher traffic times. So I think I had my app on around 5 today, and they were coming in a little bit more frequently than they are now.
Okay.
So, but I am getting them throughout, and I was at my number 1 spot over the weekend. Where, Vinny, and I was getting them from there as well. I was getting them from there. I was also at the airport. That was a huge mistake. The airport queue got low one night. I forgot what night it was, and I said, "Yo, I'm gonna run over there." And I ran over there, and it's almost like when a stock is pumping, and then you get to the top,
It dumps as soon as you get in.
and then you bought at the top. So like I got to the queue right when there was no more requests. So
yes. Nope.
and then I left the airport and got a Lux Black XL. I'm like, what was I thinking? Gosh.
I wish if Uber will let us use the Tesla with any other platform besides theirs, it'd be good.
So I wanted to talk. Yeah, I wanted to speak to that, Bucky. I got that text message or that inbox today. I think Omar got it as well. We were talking a little bit about it before we came on to the podcast tonight. Uber is now doing a 10-week rental program. You rent for 10 weeks, they're going to give you a free week. The thing is, and I know Bucky's saying here is now $300 a week all in. Not if you get the extra insurance. You still got to pay for that extra insurance. The regular rental does come with your basic insurance, but that extra, whatever the extra insurance is, I'm telling you, they're bending drivers over with that. So it's probably not the. I still can't bring myself to do it, bro. I'll just wait and buy one.
No, because remember, they always get you on the fees because they always keep adding up. 15% for this, 10% for that, 7% for this, 20% for that.
Yep.
And they keep doing it. And then the next thing you know, your 300 is more like 600, 700. That's what it was for me. My rental was a 300 and something. But every time I was done paying it at the end of the week, it was coming close to like, what is it, like 6, 7, somewhere around there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Craziness, bro. And the bad part about it is that, now they got all these Teslas sitting on these Hertz lots and nobody's renting them because nobody can afford them. They can't afford them because they can't get no rides. They can't get no rides. They can't pay the extra fees. They keep charging the drivers to use the cars so that they can make their quota to fill their California quota that X amount of rides.
Yeah, because 2 + 2 = 5. This is their logic,
that, bro. That's tomorrow morning, Eddie. No political shit tonight. That's tomorrow.
Oh no, I'm just.
That's tomorrow morning.
They rent out the Tesla. They rent out the Tesla. Yeah, it's gonna be 300, right? But on the paper it says 7 something.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's 300. The same thing as 700.
Vinny, to your point, right? And to your point, when you asked me about am I getting requests, I am getting requests on InDrive. Am I getting XLs? That's a different question.
You're not getting the XLs yet, right?
No, I've only gotten I think 3 or 4 total XL requests ever. All of them, so 99% of them so far have been, just a basic InDrive, which has had me scratching my head. I actually wanted to talk about this. It's got me scratching my head because you negotiate, right? And so, what's the point of the XL? You're not really. I don't know if they're charging more for XL rides because you as a passenger can put in whatever price you want. Again, I've tried it from the passenger side, and I can put in $100 for if I want for a ride. It don't matter if it's an XL or a basic. So I think really the only difference between a basic or an XL is you know that they put the XL in, and there's a probability that you're gonna be picking up 6 people or up to 6 people. That's really all it is. They could still put in, hey, I'm on the beach and I'm going from the beach to the beach. I want this ride to be $5, whether it's an XL or a basic. You get what I'm saying? Like, they may not differentiate it too much. I'm still experimenting with that. And again, maybe I have to do more science experiments. But it's got me wondering, like, even if I get an XL, what's the big deal? It's not like it matters. Like, when it's surging on Uber, it does matter.
Right.
But so far, I haven't seen anything that resembles a surge or whatever. I have seen some people go up in pricing. I've gotten these requests, but most of the time when they go up, it's $1. So let's say a $10 ride comes in, it goes up to 11, and then 12, and like that's it. Like they're not gonna go any higher than that. I've had some long rides. I had a ride to Port St. Lucie for $100. And I almost took it, but I said to myself, gosh, that's a long ride for $100.
That is a long ride for $100, bro.
Yeah, I thought about it. And I was like,
long ride, bro.
I was like, you know what? We ain't doing that. But I've had some long ones where I put in, let's say, double the price. Let's say it was $25. I went to 50, and like that was the max that let me put in, and it was like rejected. And then that ride came back to me. I've had some rides come back to me for like a good half hour, Vinny. So I'm thinking to myself, they can't find a driver for a half hour. Here I am sending you the freaking request, telling you what I'll take if you want to ride, and people are being stubborn. So that's been my experience over the last week. Is that I've tried to negotiate a little bit, and it's just been, it's got to be within $1 or $2. So, hey,
it's a learning experience for everybody, I would think.
Yeah, but here's the thing: I understand it from the passenger side as well, because I know what Klaus is going to say. Klaus is going to say, my costs are exactly the same every day, because he's paying the same price to go to work every day. And that's a good thing. If you're on a budget, that's a really good thing, because you don't have those variances in Uber and Lyft, you know?
Is that how it is, Klaus? Now we can't hear him. What the hell, Klaus? You can hear us, then you couldn't hear us. Now you can, now we can't hear you. Yeah, well, you got to turn on your microphone, or you got to start sign language. It's going to be one or the other, brother.
Somebody asked, did you see any surge? I think I just answered that question. I haven't seen anything that resembles a surge. So.
Also, I wanted to hit on a quick point while Klaus is figuring out his technical difficulties. I am no longer going to call Klaus Google Boy. He is now Bing Master. He is now Bing Master because his search engine sucks. Okay? His search engine is terrible. Terrible. He's got the Charles Barkley terrible. Anyway, Nicholas is right. The weekly rental with insurance is going to be about $450 a week, plus you're charging. So I still, listen, they should have treated drivers better and not taken advantage of them with them Teslas, and them Teslas would be all over the road right now. But
they were supposed to do it smartly, but they didn't.
Yep. Nope. Everybody got greedy. And that's the problem. They all get greedy, and then all of a sudden they got nothing to turn back on.
I am ready, if I can find one, to rent
drum roll.
A 7-seater, a 7-seat Model Y. If somebody has one out there, I'll let you go. I'm ready to rent one. It's got to be a 7-seater. It's got to be a black 7-seater Model Y. That's the catch.
I think you have to like not really stress the 7-seater.
Eddie,
and nobody gonna fit back there.
Eddie, I don't care. I don't care.
You're gonna okay. So you qualify for it, and then you get 6 people in your car. They're gonna be like, dude, where am I gonna sit? I'm not a midget. I can't fit back here.
Hold on.
You don't get what I'm saying, so we're not gonna get into it. That's number one. Number two, I see people getting Corollas with 5 and 6 people. Okay. No, I see clown cars. Vinny sees it too. Vinny, you know,
all day long.
On the beach, everywhere.
When you can stuff a minibus into a Toyota, you know it's some shady shit going on in this world.
Even Klaus could tell you. Klaus has been doing this shit for a long time.
I don't know. Klaus, are you there? Can you hear us, Klaus? You're killing us, bro. I brought you on. Look, now he's frozen.
I think he's frozen. Picture
he's
time.
Frozen. Oh,
he got that FIU Wi-Fi. No good.
Oh my God, bro, get out of McDonald's and go to Starbucks. What are you doing? Oh my God, I can't do nothing with this guy. Okay, well, now he's moving. We got movement. Nope, he froze again.
No.
All right, guys, I can't. I tried to bring Klaus on. We'll get him next week. I'm going to go ahead and remove him so Klaus, put yourself out of your misery. I wanted to, I want to talk more about InDrive because, and then I hear what's the name of the other company now? There's that other company that's out now, Rides or Riders or whatever it is. I think they were on with Sergio and them last night. I wasn't in the mood last night to listen to anything, but you got all these other companies that are coming around, and in the back of my mind, until they prove differently, they're just another app that's just going to try to figure out how to take advantage of drivers. Until they show me differently, it's just another app that's going to take advantage of people that need to work or they need the extra money, and they're going to take advantage of them because that's what they all do.
So I haven't really finalized my viewpoint or my thought process of InDrive just yet, but the early analysis of it is exactly what Vinny said. It's just another app, and I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to say it's another app that they're taking advantage of you or not like that. I'm just going to say for now, it just seems like it's another app, and it's had me scratching my head a little bit. So that's sort of my my early analysis of InDrive.
Yeah, well, that's kind of how I feel about it. It's just going to be these are just apps, and when they figure out how to make more money and more money and more money off drivers while squeezing the dust because there's no more blood in that stone, then what's going to happen? What's going on, Ryan? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I mean, I won't disagree with you, Vinny. I mean, that could very well be what all these apps are doing. They're just squeezing the life out of whatever it is they have left over, and then okay, we'll repackage it and start all over again and call it something else.
Listen,
yeah,
I won't. Red flag.
I will not disagree and say that that's a real possibility as to what all these different apps are. And now I'm going to take the time to read all this fine print. All this lawyer speak, and I'll get back to you guys in a second. Let's see. All this fraud here. This is where the fraud is right here.
So here's the bottom line on the red flag you got to look at. It's game over when two giants between Uber and Google, Waymo, when they went at each other, sued the shit out of each other over autonomous driving. But now Waymo and Uber are in bed together, with Waymo's going to be on the Uber app. There's your end game right there. Mm-hmm. Everybody says, it's going to take 5 years before drivers are replaced. Y'all are full of shit. I called it 6 months ago within 24 months. Well, hell, they're beating the hell out of everybody in San Francisco right now. Granted, Eddie just found out, the city council ordered them to remove half their cars. But drivers, ladies and gentlemen, there are autonomous cars in Las Vegas. There are autonomous cars in California. There are autonomous cars in Austin, Texas. There are autonomous cars in Miami, Florida. I don't know what the hell how much time y'all think y'all got. I'm just telling you, it's coming down.
They are going to push it. Push it real good.
There's my guy from San Fran, Mr. Mach-E Driver. What's going on, man? Hope things are good. Right, you disagree. Waymo and Cruise are reporting hundreds of millions of losses every quarter. For now.
Yeah, for now.
For now.
Oh, 100%, bro. You got the call. They have to. Okay. Here's a little quick, and I'm not saying that you don't know. Don't misconstrue what I'm about to say.
Uh-oh.
Every business the first 3 years has to show losses. So these first 2 years, they're going to show losses because they had to pay for these cars. They want the losses. They want the operating losses. Remember, the federal government gives you up to 3 to 5 years to show consistent losses on your business before you have to start showing a profit. So keep that in mind, that this is what it's going to happen. So of course they're going to report losses. They have to. That's how they're going to get away with it. Tax, the whole tax credit deal shit. But self-driving's here, dude. Autonomous driving's here. Robo-taxis are here. Or as in the words of what the hell was the name of that movie again? Steven, you're good with the movies. Total Recall. Total Recall. Here comes Johnny 5. Here comes Johnny 5. So
I remember
I'm just
that
saying,
movie.
But if you guys want to learn about the pivot, you got to tune in the mornings. And then we got to figure out Sunday's show because football season starts Sunday. So we might have to do that show a little early. Have to get y'all fired up for football on Sundays.
Hey, so
Anyway.
Vinny.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Omar.
Going into, I just read all this lawyer speak here, and the main thing that everybody needs to read is number one. Go all the way down to your email and read number one. To get a car with this offer, a driver must be eligible to drive with Uber. Blah blah blah. Prices are subject to change or withdrawal at any time and without notice, and may depend on the region or city in which you're located. Several factors may determine the base price of a rental, including the duration of the rental, make, model, blah, blah, blah. Please visit the rental company's website for a full description of the terms and conditions. And, so it's basically saying that that right there is saying that everything that's on the beginning of the email is BS.
Mm-hmm. Nicholas called it. I know it. Eddie knows it. If you've gone through, whether like with me, you rented the Tesla as a test to make videos and try to give an idea about it, or whether you were doing it out of necessity and you were just renting the hell out of the Tesla, bro, you're dropping $400 a week to $450 a week for the insurance, for the rental, and then you got to tap in another $80 to $100 on top of that for charging.
It says applies.
Go ahead.
Applies to base rental rate only. Taxes, fees, charging, and options are excluded. Offer has no cash value and may not be used with other discounts, promotions, or special rates. Subject to availability. There's that word right there, availability. You know what they're gonna. That's the game they're gonna play with you. Oh well, we don't have one of those, but we have one of those, and it costs this much. Like, Hertz is a sales job, man. They gotta sell stuff.
Of course, there's a reason why they say Hertz. Hurts. We weren't going to do anything to lose money.
Yeah,
they sure weren't going to do anything to lose money.
Oh yeah, right? it's going to hurt. It's really.
But
yeah, go ahead, Eddie.
I don't know. They're gonna do it again, but they're gonna sucker you in. You're gonna get in it, and you're gonna be like, "Ah, shit, what did I do?" Yeah.
So
here's the issue. Here's the issue with just leasing a Tesla $550 a month, not week.
Right.
Yeah, you almost have to make a decision here. And Omar, give me a second. I'm gonna let you get to that in a minute. Because everybody knows I'm in the market. I'm hot for that Tesla right now. I'm hot. Like if that Tesla was a stripper, she'd be getting my paycheck right now. Okay, that's just the bottom line, right? Yeah, that's a pretty good analogy, huh, Steven? You like that one, huh? Steven froze. Anyway.
Yeah, Steven froze.
Everybody's freezing.
Everybody's freezing. As soon as I mention the stripper in the club, everybody freezes.
Yeah, you're like, oh, wife is there.
Y'all full of shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Anyway, but I still now with the Highland release on the Model 3s, is that going to make the models that just went out, the non-refreshed models, is that going to bring them down cheaper? So now I got to wait again. But you just can't go out and rent a model or a Model 3 or a Model Y for $550 a month. Who are you going to rent it from? Where do you go when you rent it from? Buddha's in the house. My man Buddha.
You know how people are, the ones that have money. They were like, nope, I don't want it. I want the new one.
Not me.
Yep. Oh.
I mean, listen, the Model Y's already got the Highland improvements, but the Model 3 looks pretty good. I've seen the refresh. I've seen what they've done. It's a sharp-looking car. I like what a couple things they did on the inside, but I'm cool with buying the old one. All right, that's Buddha.
What is that? Is that Buddha?
Yeah, that's Buddha.
With all that damn noise, bro?
Yeah, that's Buddha with all the noise.
Isn't he in a Tesla? It's supposed to be like no noise in there.
Well, I mean, he lives in LA, bro. They got nothing but noise out there in California.
Yeah.
Y'all know how California is. Don't quit playing games. Stop playing with me, man. What's up, Buddha? How's that Model Y life treating you?
Buddha.
You gotta dodge them bullets out there too.
Buddha, can you hear us? What is with y'all mobile phone users today, man? Y'all can't hear us. Nothing going on. Klaus,
Listen, I don't know, but have you guys been getting glitches on your phones with Uber and Lyft? I've been getting glitches.
I wouldn't say I'm getting glitches because I'm not. It's not. I don't even know if the app is working.
On Lyft, when I go to switch it from my regular Lyft to my upper and lower tiers, when I select it,
Oh yeah,
it doesn't show.
yeah, but
So I will have to
yeah. It's a weird thing. And so what I'm doing is I tap the thing twice. Like if I drop down,
Yeah.
I tap it twice to premium rides only, and then go out and check the airport queue and make sure that you see all the things.
Yeah, correct. That's
Because
what
when I'm
I've
on
been
black
doing.
only, it's only going to show me the black SU. I mean the black XLs and the Lux Blacks at the airport. When you're on XL and Lux, it'll show you the other tiers as well. So
Yeah.
it's not showing you when you select it, but it is initiating it in the app. Yeah. Lyft is very weird in that way. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because I knew there was something going on there, and but I switched off and on on again, and it came back.
So what was saying before, right? What was Vinny was saying before was, here's my issue is that with what I maybe I'm just too effed up in the head because of what these apps do to you, but I just think to myself, if I get a vehicle specifically for rideshare or a bunch of gig work, I want to enjoy the vehicle as my own car, and I'm just not, but also when you drop down and you're doing X overnight like me, you're going to be dealing with people that are going to absolutely trash your shit, man. And I can't bring myself to spend 30-40K in a car that's going to get trashed, man. Or whatever the case may be. So it's one of those things where whenever you go up, and Vinny's talked about this before as well, like you got your Cadillac, Vinny, and it was all of a sudden you noticed everything that people were doing in your car, and you're like, yo, what the hell? That's so rude.
Yeah.
And so
I noticed that in the CTS and now in the XT6. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, people do not some people do not respect the ride.
And if you're gonna be doing X rides, like if you're gonna go into ant mode, and I don't have, I know we make jokes about it, but hey, respect to you guys that do that stuff because it's needed. And if I'm gonna do that, again, I'm gonna be like, hey, I don't care about the people behind me. You're just gonna, point A to point B, and you're gonna accept to a certain degree how much your car is gonna get trashed. Even our favorite aunt, New Jay, in the Discord has said it before. I don't care, Omar. Yeah, the car's gonna get trashed. I know. He straight up said that to me. Like, I know it's gonna get trashed. It's an investment or whatever it is. I'm like, okay, if you understand that, then yeah, okay.
And that's the whole point, right? So when you get into the better vehicles, you're trying to drive on the better platforms, and for the most part, on the better platforms, you're in good shape. Every now and then, you're going to get a banana head out there, right? But when you're on those basic platforms, on the X and the Lyft platforms, like it's hell out there, bro. People just trying to get to work where they got to go. Some people are going to give a shit about your ride. Some people ain't. To them, it's just a goddamn ride. They could care less. They
look at what Melvin said. Someone broke something in his car. He says.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Wait. Where already?
I mean, yeah. No. Ramon said someone broke.
Where's Ramon?
Ramon.
Yeah, and that's the way it is, right? Okay, yeah, broke my window shade. There's no love there, bro. So that's why people normally tell you if you're gonna drive X and regular Lyft, like I wouldn't, if I were just gonna drive the basic platforms, I wouldn't go get a brand new car. I would definitely go get me a $4,000 or $5,000 beater and beat the shit out of it.
That's why I'm saying, like right now, I'm interested in renting one and beating the shit out of it and just not caring because I don't want to have to worry that this is my vehicle. Like, I'll get the insurance and let them fucking take care of it. Excuse my language.
No, you're fine, dude. You're fine. But yeah, I mean, listen, dude, I know there are Suburbans out here right now, and this is the biggest thing that we've been talking about the last year. I see Suburbans. I know Suburbans out here taking comfort rides.
Mm-hmm.
I know Suburbans are out here taking X rides.
Yep.
Because they're about to lose their shit. They're about to lose their car.
Yep.
They ain't making no money.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure drivers are dealing with the fact that, the older drivers aren't seeing as many requests because, I mean, it's all theory, but newer drivers, they don't know no better. So they're going to take whatever's given.
Whatever market you're in, for anybody that's listening to this right now, go somewhere popular, like a popular hotel or a movie theater or something like that. Sit there at like an entrance where people normally get picked up from. Put on X and basic. let it go through, and then watch the cars that pull up. That'll tell you a lot. If you're not getting XLs and Premiers and Lux Blacks, you're gonna see. Like, what is this big vehicle doing, pulling in here and picking up 2 people? Oh, I know what they're doing.
But
that's a real thing too, where you could do that. You can do that if you don't care about your AR. Just go someplace popular. Everybody should do that. Just go someplace popular and watch what people are willing to accept. And then, like somebody said here, SoFlo's saying, he's saying brand spanking new cars on X and Lyft Basic. That's because they don't know no better. They don't know their worth. I hate to use the quote from Jeff and from Sergio, but they just don't know their worth. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what they're worth. They got a mortgage to pay. They got rent to pay. Bro, you look at your average rent down here in South Florida right now. I don't know about the rest of the country, but your average rent down here in South Florida right now is $3,000 for a 2-2. Unless you're Section 8 in the hood. If you're Section 8 in the hood, then you ain't got to worry about it.
But there ain't this, bro.
I know. I was just talking with somebody the other day. They're telling me how expensive it is out there.
$5,000.
Like Steven makes $140 an hour, and he's struggling to make his rent. That's what he told us tonight. He makes $140 an hour, and he can't make his rent. That's what he told us tonight.
No, but that's the crazy part, dude. I be picking up people in Hollywood, and they're like, just for curiosity, hey, bro, how much do you pay for rent? They're like, oh, yeah, I pay $5,000 for my studio. I'm like, $5,000 what? For a studio?
For a studio,
No,
bro, that's Manhattan prices.
That's stuff you can afford with that?
Dude. But then I asked him, like, dang, what do you do for a living, bro? Like, put me on too, damn. I'm trying to make that type of money.
Look at this. My man Raymond's saying he's down in Davie paying $1,900 for 1 bedroom. That's crazy, bro.
But it's Florida though, bro.
I'm paying $15 for a 2-bedroom.
No, but Davie is nowhere near the beach. Nah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Location.
Davie, and it depends on what part of Davie he's in. Because there's some parts in Davie's just as hood as, some other parts of Miami and it's sketchy. Yeah. It gets sketchy at times, You gotta have your little friend with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You gotta have somebody.
I wouldn't live where Steven lives, man. That night is trash.
Yo, Buddha always messes me up, bro, because you out there with that sunshine. I'm like, he's in Cali, and I'm over here. It's dark outside.
Tesla factory here is always hiring, so I'm keeping an eye on it.
$1,800 for a studio in Hialeah, bro. $1,800 for a studio in Hialeah. Here's the question, though. SoFlo, here's the question, bro. Hey, is it a studio or is it a shed in the backyard with 12 other sheds? That's the question in Hialeah. And we won't call it. Let's call it. There's some houses down in Hialeah, bro, in the backyard. I swear to God, they got 12 Home Depot or Lowe's sheds in the back, calling them some bitches studios. They're smaller than a closet. In a closet, you got more room, right? And then all 12 of those sheds, they got a porta potty back there as their bathroom. Everybody got a share.
And they got a whole bunch of warehouses out there, like out by like Medley and whatnot, like that. There's been a lot of like development out there, and I wonder how many people are living out there right now trying to make ends meet. At them places.
Listen, man, I don't know how this economy is going to wind up in the end. We all know we're in trouble. I think everybody's smart enough to see the writing on the wall. That's why I get so frustrated, guys. That's why I've been so frustrated lately. Why I've been just so angry. Because no matter what, like what are most people going to do? I feel for people right now. I feel for them. What are they going to do?
And that's why we try to be positive about looking for other ways to make money and doing whatever you got to.
This is why I'm not concerned with any politicians anymore. I don't give a damn about them. They've already shown their hands. Every Democrat politician that's been presented with a bill to help gig workers has turned it down. Every one of them. They're supposed to be the party of the workers, and they're not. So I don't care about that shit no more. I don't.
I would say to Eddie's point too, finding different ways to make money, but also, and there's a fine line between not letting your ego get in the way versus knowing your worth.
Amen.
There's a fine line to that.
Humbleness
So-
is real.
Yeah. You
And
have
commuter, you see this shit, Omar? You see what commuter? If y'all don't know, Patty's from Ireland. I love me some Patty, bro. He listen, and he's the man. And Patty's the man, bro. But he's telling me I need to go get on Sonny Crockett's yacht down in the Miami Marina.
Sonny Crockett shot. What is
Do
that?
y'all know who Sonny Crockett is?
Who's Sonny Crockett? God damn it! I'm gonna look.
No
Son-
clue.
Sonny
Sonny-
Crockett and Tubbs. They were the police officers for Miami Vice, bro. Come on, man.
Oh, shit.
Y'all don't know Sonny Crockett
Dude, that shit was like so
bro.
long ago.
with the white Ferrari? Oh my God, you guys. Meanwhile, I guess
Yeah,
it's gonna be a
Don
good-
John. That was Don Johnson, man. He was a cool
Thank
guy,
you.
bro.
Thank
And
you.
he has a hot daughter too.
I had that look, bro. I had that look.
The only Miami Vice I know is the Grand
You
Theft
had-
Auto Miami.
Bro, I
That's
had
all I
that
know.
look. Where my dunks at? Where my dunks? Hey, I had that look back in the day, bro. I know some. I had that look back in the day, bro. I had the big feather haircut,
With the
And
hair,
big
long hair.
jacket.
Didn't you have long hair?
the silk shirts. Yeah, bro. I would have made your little dingly that falls over your head.
I want to see some high school pictures. I want some high school
What the
pictures.
heck?
The me?
He's gotta dig them out because they're gonna be full of like acid, because they're like the old,
Do y'all really want to?
the
Y'all
old
really want
film
to
that was processed. Like he's gotta find. They're not digital.
Listen,
You guys really want to see a high school picture of me?
Oh, here we go.
Bring it on. Let's see the long hair.
Hey, you know what, Vinny? Wait, we should make somebody like
Let me see if I got it on my
like
phone.
send a really big super chat right now to see Vinny.
You have pictures from high school on your phone.
Here
Yeah, that-
here is one picture. Let's see if I
He
can
does.
bring it up.
He had to have it scanned in.
Here's one. I'm not gonna go look for the others because then I gotta start digging through the fucking computer. But I got one picture here that I will bring up. I will
Oh,
bring this
dude,
picture up.
let me go a little bit closer, bro. I need to see this.
Bro, what's your problem, bro? What are y'all tripping about that, bro? Don't be tripping, bro. It's okay, bro.
Lucky when Vinny said something about
Oh
a big
my
feather.
Hey,
I said,
Vinny,
dang.
make sure you double check it before you click send. Okay, we don't want to see none of your Pornhub stuff. Okay.
I have Pornhub stuff. Yeah, Pornhub. Yeah. Okay, hold on. No, that's not coming.
No. Vinny wasn't in that era.
That's
He
what she
had
said.
magazines, bro.
What was that, Buddha? What were you saying?
I said Vinny doesn't have porno. He has magazines.
Oh, I remember those. Those are the ones where you switch the pages.
Did you
Yeah,
just
right?
say magazines, bro?
Yeah,
The one that you had to pull up like this.
Right.
You had to turn it horizontally.
yeah. I remember those, and they used to give you like advice in them and all that stuff.
All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all sure y'all ready for this?
All right, let me see.
I gotta
Hey,
sit
listen,
back.
Hold on.
I might fall out of my chair. I gotta sit back. Let me hold on.
I'm
here.
gonna do something right now. I need a couple super chats.
Yeah.
Super chats.
Yeah, man.
I need at least $1. I need a couple. I ain't never asked for no damn super chat. I need a couple super chats if y'all want to see me. This is a high school picture. This is a 100% high school picture.
This is worth the price. This has
$7
got to be.
Okay, I need super chats for this. This is 100% worth the price of admission.
Unbroken driver got the money like that.
I'm just saying. No super chats. I ain't putting up the high school picture. There you go.
See,
Oh
You gotta
shit.
pay to play tonight. Pay to play tonight. All right, here you go. Here you go.
Oh,
There you go. That's a high school picture.
Vinny, that's not you.
Yeah, it is. It's 100% me, bro. Oh, look at my grandbaby.
Hey, Vinny, I said be careful, man. Next thing you know, you get a screenshot of something you don't want us to see. I'm just saying.
There you go. There you go. There's a high school picture.
Bro, no way.
That is a high school picture. That I believe is
1930?
I think that's 11th grade. What the hell?
You see what I'm saying, you guys? This is you guys playing games, man. What are y'all doing back there, boy?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
There you go. There's
I was,
your
I was
high
gonna
school.
say I was gonna say you look like the Karate Kid's rival. What's his name? Johnny.
Johnny.
Johnny
was
from
the
Cobra
high
Kai.
school-
Cobra Kai.
that was-
Cobra
that was
Kai.
the high school
From
picture.
Cobra Kai or this one
That
Cobra
was,
Kai.
Oh
that
snap!
was-
You got the super chats.
or that
no,
one.
no,
Whoa!
Guys, I was joking about the super chat. What are y'all doing? I was joking about the super chats.
Oh, you got it. By the way, you didn't get it. They sent
Oh
it to
my
me.
God, Nicholas Williams, thank you, sir. That was the joke. That was the joke. Ryan Montgomery, that was a joke, my bro. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Now you're gonna have to put the pictures and frame
Oh
them and
my
send
God,
it to them.
Raymond, that was a joke. Raymond, that was a
Hey,
joke.
look how much we're getting for just like a little headshot of Vinny. Imagine Vinny. Hey, we might get a little more.
You gotta show some toe, some ankle.
Oh man, yeah, that was 11th grade, I believe. I believe that was 11th grade. Yeah. Yeah. I was
1955. Right?
1985.
No,
1985.
that's a lie.
1985. Oh, y'all want to see the gold chain? I got to go find that picture.
75.
Hold on, because I know. And see, people, y'all think I'm bullshitting. Hold on, y'all go ahead and talk it up.
Hey, y'all saw how great that photo was, right? That was black and white, man. God damn.
No,
Talking about
no. That's why it took him.
1985,
Listen,
bro. Fake news.
It took him. That's why it took him a little bit to find the picture because he needed to turn it into black and white. He didn't want to show color.
I'm
He didn't want to show color. There's something fishy, something suspicious.
I am actually digging through the archives right now. Okay, I am digging through my archives right now. Y'all go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. I owe these guys another picture. I got to find it.
I gotta say, I'm impressed with the fact that his archives aren't physical.
Oh, I got that too.
He's looking through his computer, which means that he's looking through his computer, which means that they were already scanned in previously. So good for you, Vinny. Getting with the times.
Y'all a trip, boy. Y'all a stone cold trip. Oh my God. Okay.
So what other apps are you guys working with? Or am I the only one that's working with like seven apps or 8 apps or 9 apps or something like that?
It's all you, bro.
I'm the only one? God damn.
No.
No, I mean,
but I'm looking for other ways. Again, I keep seeing that both, especially Uber. I'm telling you, Uber is dying over here. It's dying, and Lyft is the one now. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of drivers out on the road, but I believe that also Uber is also giving a lot of rides to the renters, to the Tesla rentals.
Well, they got to keep those cars moving, bro.
That's right. So I think that's what's really going on. Not only are they I don't think I'm being throttled. It doesn't feel that way because I see. It's just that every time I'm sitting next to sometimes when a Tesla pops up right next to me, all right, they're always the first one to leave. So it looks like they keep getting the rides. They're pushing the rides, but to the rentals to make sure that they pay their cars. But even that is not it's not helping.
Eddie, what do you use how do you decide I'm going to take this ride or I'm not going to take this ride? Do you use Power or anything? Since you say you use a whole bunch of apps.
I just
have it in your head,
I just go by the mile, the $1 a mile. Usually it works out that way. If it doesn't add up to the $1 per mile, and if it's a short ride, usually my services or my professionalism includes a tip, so it adds up to more than $1 per mile. So, and sometimes I go out of the way for my clients. Remember, I always get out the car and open the door for them. I take their luggage, I take it out. What? On X rides? Yeah. On X rides. Not only that, X rides. I know you guys don't like it, but X rides here in Austin. This is how I network. You know how many people I met that I work with, and they show me some nice little strategies, and people that I've actually met that do other things that I'm in contact with. There's a content creator. I also met somebody that does social media, I guess, advice or whatever that stuff, which I need to contact him. Another person that does real estate and also funding for real estate. So that's why I like X rides. I see those types of connections.
So yeah, that's why I'm looking for right before our season's getting ready to start. I want to rent something so that I can do that. That I can just go balls to the walls in a car that I don't care about, doing basic and trying to make some connections as well, like what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not holding the door open for anybody. I
Oh, no,
only do
listen, you're
I
just
only do it for
well,
Lux Black
put it-
XL passengers. Only Lux
put it
Black
this
XL
way.
passengers get me to get out the car. Other than that, shit.
No. But just put it this way: if you want to get them in and you want to get them out the damn car as fast as you can, Vinny. That's not you, Vinny. Okay,
100% that's me.
that's
100%.
that's not you. That you
What I
even look
used
like.
to do.
Is that a mustache?
Yeah,
I don't know what that is, man. It looked like it was wearing like a do rag. I don't know.
I did. I had on a bandana. Plenty of pictures here, bro. Plenty of pictures here, but they're not on my computer. And the one I was looking for is not on the computer. Here's one. Here's another one. Y'all are gonna say that's not me either,
Damn! Look at that photo book, Diablo.
bro.
You got
Hey, listen.
You got-
Was that your trophy for ball handling or juggling
this
or squeezing?
this motherfucker. By the way, I won that tournament back to back 2 years in a row.
That's because there's probably nobody there playing.
Here was the original Art Basel. Here's the original Art Basel. This is the ceiling I designed. That was the original Art Basel. This is just one little book. Y'all want to see the world's biggest mosquito?
Let's see.
Y'all think I'm bullshit? No, you want
Let's see. I want
this
I wanna
was caught
see.
outside. This was caught outside the Sebring nuclear facility, Sebring, Florida.
That's a mosquito.
That is a mosquito. That is the world's largest recovered mosquito. Obviously, in that case, it was fossilized. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Damn. I thought the ones, the mosquitoes in New
outside.
York got to like a quarter, like the size of a quarter. That's how big they was in New York.
Oh,
When
man.
when they started talking about it in the news that they were mutated.
Yeah, well, kill it. Yeah. No, it's dead, bro. It's dead. It's been dead. Yeah, Richie's like 1942. Ramon's like, did you guys have color pictures of the time? What the hell?
Yeah, I told you. See, he's making them black and white for a reason.
I can't find the one picture that I'd like to show you guys.
You. By the way, didn't you see the grasshopper that I showed you guys last time? That was screeching. The shit was like the size of two hands, like together. That's how big it was.
Here, since we're going down nostalgia tonight, I don't know how we went down nostalgia tonight, but see, I got balls, bro. I got plenty of balls.
Oh my god, look at that!
Plenty of balls.
Green ones, blue ones. Yeah, he got green balls. That's when you're sick. Blue ones is
bro.
when
I keep trying to tell y'all. I used to
and then you got
pro shop.
And then you got black ones.
Hey.
I don't know.
Hey, I got a good one. I got a good one for you, Vinny. I got a good one for you. Look.
That's what I used to do, bro. That was my businesses.
You see this right here?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Does anybody know what this is?
Yeah, buddy. You ain't lying, my brother. You ain't lying about that.
When you had to take the photo and then go backwards, and make that noise.
Yeah, buddy.
Man, I just gotta tell you, I'm looking.
Snap.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh man.
Lakeline Mall. Hey, Melvin, Lakeline Mall, man. Watch out over there. We had it looks like we had two armed robbers going to the Lakeline Mall and rob the jewelry store. So.
Oh man, I wish I can't find the other pictures, guys. I wish I could. Maybe it's here. Hold on. I want to find the picture with the gold chain because somebody asked me about it. So I want to show it to you.
I see.
I gotta find it.
Picture of the gold chain, the mythical gold chain.
Is it in here? Oh, there it is. Gotcha.
Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Gotcha. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this one, y'all? With the gold chain. This is my senior year. Okay? This is my senior year for all you Don Johnson lovers. This is my senior year. And there you go.
You zoom in, Rennie.
Vinny's got a suit and a gold chain.
Big ass gold chain right there, smaller one right there. There I am with the light mustache and the big Don Johnson feather. This is 1986, my senior year.
1966.
1966. So there it is. See, I'm willing to pull it out there. I'm bald that motherfucker now, but you know, that was me.
Yeah, that's
And now I'm looking at this picture. My son is a dead ringer. My son is a dead ringer. Little darker skin, but he's a dead ringer.
I'm trying not to say it because I know we're all thinking it.
What's that?
Right now,
What are we all thinking?
it's like Karate Kid and Johnny had a baby.
Oh crap! Now we hear Klaus. Oh no.
No, I can't. On mute. Anyway, there you go. You guys wanted to see it? There it is. I've showed it to you. There it is. There it goes.
He looks so mean.
There you go. There you go. You really want to go back? Since we're doing this tonight, I don't know how the hell we're doing this tonight on the Rideshare Garage, but since we're going to the Rideshare Garage tonight, let's go way back.
Way back.
Way back.
Way back.
But it's okay. Vinny's got some more pictures.
Hey, that was my Uncle Mike's wedding. That's me at like 11 years old. Getting down, baby. Getting down.
This is a history lesson of how you end up driving for Uber and Lyft.
That was me jamming in the day, bro.
Oh, Vinny looks like a little mini vampire.
Right. Last one, and then I'm gonna stop with this bullshit. Anyway, there you go.
Oh snap.
I won't show you any more military.
This is Vinny before they shipped him. This is Vinny before they shipped him to Normandy.
He's got the face of I'm so dead.
This was his, listen, the way they do this, if you've ever been in the military, the way they do this, your second day of basic training, you take this picture. There's the only insignias you notice, there's no name, there's nothing on the collars.
No
the
ranking,
only thing on there is the US.
Why? Because they're gonna show that.
Yeah, this is so they can identify you. This is so they can identify you after you end up
Bro,
in a week.
This is 17 years. This is 17 years old. 22 days after I graduated high school.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn. At 17, you went in there.
I turned 18 in basic. I turned 18 years old in basic training.
Get them young. Get them young.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now you got some good pictures on me. I appreciate the super chats out there. Thank you. Thank you.
When you went overseas,
did back on the news or what?
When you went overseas, did you plant some seeds? Love you long time.
Not that I know of.
Or you just don't remember.
Not that I know of.
Honestly, I'm trying so hard not to go there, and God damn it, Eddie.
Just hey, listen. I'm just saying, I don't want to go to do a passport, bro, and then go to Asia or something like that. And then also it's like, you look like somebody I know.
As far as I know, there's none going on, Yeah, exactly, bro.
I know it, bro. Eddie, bro, exactly, Eddie. We all right. Listen, Eddie. Listen, guys, I don't want to get Vinny divorced tonight.
I found out that I had a brother when I was already in my 20s, a fourth brother, and I was like, wow. Where the hell did this guy come from? You
see this? You see this shit? You see this shit? Ramon's like, hey, yo, Vinny used to rap with DMC.
Hey, Vinny was the one white guy all the way in the back of the music video.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Klaus, hello. Klaus, you there?
Can you hear us now?
Right.
I can't. Bro. Klaus is killing me. He's killing me. He's echoing. He's killing me. Klaus, we'll see you next week, bro. We'll see you next week, Klaus. Try it again next week, bro. It just don't worry about it, dude. Him and Ron, I think they got the same internet provider. Him and Ron got the same guy, bro. Anyway, Kevin Kwan, Teslas last forever and will be still running even if you finance it at 120 months, $2 down, 25% APR.
Listen, I'm telling you.
Brandon style, man. Brandon style.
By the way,
APR.
I've said that this is something that's gonna take some time, but people are gonna start noticing that nobody has to bring in their Teslas as much as regular gas cars do. And people are gonna catch on, and I think people are catching on, and they're gonna start getting pissed, and all these other companies are gonna have to start ramping up their not services, but their quality of their cars. So he's like, my car, but they're probably gonna start be like, unlimited, bumper to bumper, all right, for as long as you have it, because
well, listen,
Tesla's don't break down.
Tesla's the only car company that actually makes a profit legitimately.
Yeah. Well,
they're the only ones. Every other car manufacturer is subsidized by the federal government.
They started making money a couple of years ago, right? Tesla's
been making money, bro.
They've been negative. I think they were positive on.
They paid back early their government. They paid back that government loan early with interest.
I don't know. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the loan, how much of the loan was for.
Look at this. James says he was a bowling mechanic from 1990 to 94. He worked the Professional Women's Bowling Association tournament 94. I bowled on tour for 4 years. That was my hobby. I did a lot of the modern day World Series though, out in Vegas, and then all the regional circuits in the southern region. Had a lot of fun with that. Drilled a lot of bowling balls, bro. Shot a lot of 300s. Got enough 800s to last a lifetime. Yep. Made a lot of money bowling, man. Made a lot of money bowling. That's awesome, though. Mechanics is a dangerous job, too. Especially if you were on the AMF machines. That was dangerous. Those were dangerous.
Oh, I showed one of those.
I don't think people realize how dangerous a bowling mechanic's job is. Think about it. You got round spheres being hurled at your ass, whether those lights are on or off. Pin setters get stuck. Trap sweeps get stuck down. You got to get in there. You got to try to snatch the pins out, right? When they get jammed up, sometimes it's on the pinwheel. Sometimes it's in the chutes. Oh, I know all about them. I ran a bowling alley for a while too.
Yeah, I used to go.
I was building up.
I would sometimes talk with them and be like, just to like look back there, behind the alley. And it's not like you have a lot of space to work with either. And it's dark as hell. And so you're trying to find stuff like what Vinny's saying, and it's dark as hell and everything is moving. And sometimes they don't shut the lane down. People will just keep going or whatever the case may be. And yeah, I can see what you're saying, Vinny. Also, I've seen people get hurt with the ball return.
Oh yeah.
That's right there at the beginning of the lane when they're digging down inside there to get something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That right there is scary.
People don't realize it. People don't realize how dangerous it is. They just don't. They take it for granted. It's like getting in somebody's car. Oh, yeah. I can just leave my trash wherever I want.
And I'm assuming too, like the margins aren't great, or at least they weren't great, because the bowling alley near me on Dixie Highway just shut down. Like it was a bowling alley and something else that just shut down. I think it was called Holiday.
I showed the video.
Holiday Lanes.
And then what happened was I would sometimes, like, if you go there, you might see like a couple of lanes shut down because they had to actually dig up a whole bunch of stuff. And I think to myself, they wouldn't do that unless they had a major problem, because the margins are probably so low. It's like, we can't shut this lane down. We'll try to fix it while people are still throwing balls on it.
No, I show what happens when you get caught in the net. Right, Vinny saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw it. Kevin said,
to the wheel and it went.
I could be. There's a number of things I could do besides a bowling mechanic that I have the right size for. So.
And this is true. James is correct. AMF machines were more switched electric. Brunswicks were mechanical. But I saw some guys get absolutely jacked up on those AMF pin setters. I mean, Brunswick pin setters will get you killed, especially when those pins come flying off the back pinwheel. But I've seen a couple people get trapped in those AMF machines. Oh my God, just brutal. Brutal.
Can I show one? No,
No,
I can't show.
No.
One? Okay.
no.
All right. Just
Not.
want to make sure. You never know. You never know.
You're a sicko,
Anyway,
Eddie.
It just
Eddie,
it
you're a
looks,
sicko, bro.
it just looks pretty interesting how they keep going round and round and round and round.
Klaus, are you finally with us?
Yes.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
There he is. Klaus.
We do hear you.
Klaus. Let's see. Question.
After changing 2 phones and getting on a tablet.
No, there you go. About time you did something right. Do you guys think we are looking at COVID lockdowns or restrictions in the future?
Go ahead.
As
far as rideshare goes, I don't think so. But beyond rideshare, it's hard to say. So, I guess it depends on where you are, right?
You don't want to speculate on it, but I mean, if past history tells us anything, they're going to try and push it again, and it's not going to matter. So, people are going to have to make choices. I mean, the real choice is coming now. Now we got some real choices to make.
Well, okay. I'll say one thing, right, Vinny? So here in the state of Florida, I believe there was a law passed or a law signed into law, a bill signed into law that limits localities from declaring emergencies or something like that. So I think even if you'll have places, and Florida's one example where here in Broward County they may want to enact ordinance like restrictions, but I think they have to show cause in order to do so. So things may have changed wherever you are and whatever part of the country you are that may not allow the restrictions to go into place right away. They may have to show like some sort of burden to say, okay, we're going to declare some sort of local emergency and everybody has to stay home or whatever the case may be. The state might not allow it. So I'll just say I don't foresee anything in Florida. But like Vinny said, you can't really project it. I can't project it everywhere.
You can, because if you looked at the majority, if you looked at the state of Florida during the original pause, right? It was Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, Orlando, Orange County, Osceola County, and what the hell is Tampa? Hillsborough County. Those were the only counties that locked down. Everybody else was still wide open, right? The rest of the state was still doing its thing. And when you look at it, those counties are the blue counties, right? So you gotta, unfortunately, it was drawn along political lines. And it'll be interesting. I mean, right now, they just had a big thing in Dade County now. You know what? They just had a big thing in Dade County now with that water park down there. If you're in Dade County, they're trying to add a water park to the Metro Zoo, to the Miami Metro Zoo. This huge area that's a parking lot, they want to turn into a water park. And remember, Dade County is blue. And because the county commission didn't get the answers that they wanted to go through with the project, because everybody who showed up at the commission meeting said no. They, instead of saying, okay, no, it was scratched. No, they tabled it to the next meeting now until they get the right answer.
Right.
Well, when it comes to politics, it's politics. That's how it works.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying I don't foresee, at least for us in Florida, any restrictions as far as rideshare. I'm not gonna look at that question and go beyond rideshare.
Well, and that's the thing. So it's like, it's the age-old question: who is the superseding, or who has the highest tier of governance? Is it the state of Florida, or is it the app itself? Because the app tells you one thing, but the state of Florida tells you something completely different. So who's right and who's wrong? And at the end of the day, if the apps want to throw you off, they can throw you off without cause, right? Because we know there is no recourse. We all know there's no recourse. There's no calling a rideshare professor and getting that shit squared away. It ain't gonna fucking happen. His shit don't work, right? There ain't no calling rideshare guy and getting shit squared away. They don't do that kind of thing. They know people. They can direct you to people. But if the app say no, it's no. It's the way it is. So what are you gonna do? Who do you listen to? Be some real tough decisions coming down this pipe. When it comes to rideshare, it's gonna be some real tough decisions. And if this past Labor Day was any indication of what we got coming up between now and Christmas, could be a lot of people losing their cars. A lot of people going to stop driving.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Things need to pick.
That's always a risk.
things need to pick
but I
up.
think go ahead, Omar. I'm sorry. What was that?
No, I was just saying things need to pick up. You made a good point.
Yeah, I just think that we're in a position now where every driver really has to contemplate what they're going to be doing in 6 months. Like I'm serious about that, and I'm speaking now more to the full-time drivers, because part-time drivers are part-time already. So yeah, they can find. They don't have to. It's not going to be as difficult to replace that 200 or 300 a week.
That's me, basically. That's me
Well,
finding a way.
Right, full-time drivers that are used to making that 12 to 1500 a week, right, which is extremely respectable considering we're talking about Uber and Lyft here. That's fucking damn good money, because most people don't make $1,000 a week, and they're college professionals out there ain't making $1,000 a week. Okay, so let's call this bullshit what bullshit is. But those full-time drivers, and that's probably 25% of the drivers, conservatively 25% of all Uber and Lyft drivers are full-time.
Okay. For those of you that are interested in buying a Tesla, the Model 3, well, the old ones, can I show a video here of it working in a flooded situation?
I mean, you can show it. I don't care, as long as everybody else don't mind.
Let's go.
Is he gonna make it?
Oh,
okay. I saw a video today of a BMW trying this, and it didn't make it. It got to the other side, but the engine quit.
That's a Porsche. Is that a Porsche?
Well, remember, I got a video where the BMW. I made the video where the BMW on Bayview Drive was coming, and all of a sudden the front end.
And that's a Model Y. That's a Model Y.
But it's deceiving, Eddie. It's deceiving though, and we got to be honest about it. Even though the batteries are sealed, the terminals aren't.
Nope. Yeah.
And that's what water gets on those terminals, and next thing you know, you got explosions. So I still wouldn't trust those damn Teslas to a puddle like that.
Well, I would say more likely you're gonna blow some sort of a short or some sort of a circuit, and then you're gonna be dead in the water.
Well, I still haven't seen one of those.
Even if you make it in the first place, later on, the water is going to seep into different places it shouldn't be.
This is interesting. Interesting comment here. Very interesting.
Well, I've been saying,
how do you measure that? Like, I don't even know how.
Bro, you can look it up. You can look it up right now. 2023 has the highest repo rate ever in the country. We broke the previous record of repossessed vehicles back in March. I mean, in May, right? No, nationally. In May, we broke the national record for repossessed vehicles in the country. We broke that record back in May.
Well, I would say then if you project this forward like in a linear way, this is going to cause a crash in used car pricing, because you're going to have the supplies that's going to be overwhelming.
Yep.
But you already have an overwhelming supply, and they're trying to fake the funk and maintain the prices higher, even though they've got too many. Like, they can't even sell these cars at auction to other dealers.
Now, here's the flip side. This should also be a good thing for our insurance rates, because our insurance rates have gone up because of collision, because it's harder to replace parts, especially airbags. So if there's more used cars out there, the insurance company should purchase these cars and use them for parts.
Well, but you got to factor in now the other thing, like what's happening in California is happening here in Florida. You got insurance companies that are just packing up and pulling out anyway. So while you think that, okay, well, less cars, insurance rates should come down, less drivers, yada, 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 you got fewer insurance companies that you're going to be able to get your insurance from. So that's going to hurt you too. I mean, at some point, the entire economy is going to capitulate. It just is.
It's going to.
We're already in stagflation. I don't give a shit what anybody says. If you guys don't know what stagflation is, means it's just hanging around for a while. It ain't going nowhere. That's stagflation. It's hanging around and ain't going nowhere. Whether you're in the market or you're not in the market, it doesn't matter. What you paid for, is a famous quote from Morgan Freeman, what you paid for a gallon of milk yesterday is what you will pay tomorrow. That was for the movie Deep Impact. Right? That $8 for a gallon of milk you paid yesterday, you're going to pay tomorrow. It ain't going nowhere. Here it is. SoFlo, look at this. This is what I'm hearing is going on everywhere right now, bro. Progressive raised his premium up $4,000 in 6 months. How can they? And you know what? If you don't pay it, now you got to go get insurance through somebody else. They're going to hit you over the head too, because now you're a new insurance payment. You're a new insured motorist. This is crazy. $524 a month. That's insanity for car insurance. I believe that's what I paid for both of my cars.
I don't know.
Raymond saying he saw a lot of them stuck, referring to the Teslas on Sterling Road when we had the crazy raining day. Yeah, there were a couple of them downtown Fort Lauderdale, man. Teslas that were just flooded out. They were flooded out. That's it. They were floating like everybody else. So I don't know. I wouldn't listen. I don't recommend driving any kind of car into a flood. If you're in a nice engine and you let off the exhaust and your exhaust is under the water, you're fucked. Because that water's as soon as you let off the accelerator, that exhaust is going to go the opposite direction. Next thing you know, you got water in the engine. You're done. It's done. It's done. Just the way it is. That's why if you ever notice, if for those who don't know, I'm not saying y'all don't know, those who don't know, vehicles that tend to go through, that can ford through water, they got the big snorkel exhaust fins way up top. This way the exhaust doesn't run back and the water runs back into the engine.
And so if the Cybertruck is not waterproof,
No, the snorkel's for the intake, Vinny, because the intake gets underwater. So you have water getting in the intake, and then water blocking the exhaust. So the snorkel is so that fresh air can still come in.
Okay, I stand corrected. Still the same shit. Same shit.
Right.
No water in the engine.
So I'm actually, you know what? You guys made me think of something. I just got my insurance and I'm looking at it right now. I got it like 2 days ago, but I'm just looking at it now. They're saying my insurance went down. I mean, I guess it did. Not by much. Not by much.
Listen, there is no reason in the world to be driving during these floods. They're not paying enough. They are not paying enough. You're not getting paid enough to put yourself at risk.
You're not getting prime time at 400.
Fuck no. I said previously, my best friend works for Chrysler, and they still have over 5,000 cars from 2020 that they will try to sell because they have a chip shortage. Well, look at China. Everybody's talking about EVs. Go look at that company over there. What's that Chinese company, Omar? BDV? What was that Chinese EV manufacturer?
Neo? I don't know.
No. This was a state-sponsored, China, CCP sponsored electric car manufacturer, BVD, something like that. Anyway, they got hundreds of thousands of EV. BYD, there it is. They know. Novice knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Hey, Novice, hundreds of thousands of cars. Did you see what they did with them? They sold the cars to themselves so that they could title them and then park them. These cars have never been driven. Hundreds of thousands of them. BYD is one of those China hustle stock plays. The only difference is they actually made a product. They just never put the product out to market. There's a whole documentary on the BYDs. Gotta check that out, bro. Gotta check that out. And they're nice looking EVs. Of course he does. Warren Buffett owns BB. Oh, look who's in the house. IQ Key Programming. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Welcome back to the show. Anyway, y'all, it is 10:54. It's getting a little stale in here tonight, and I know
is it.
That's one of them.
And they're just sitting.
They made a nice car. They made a nice little car.
And who the hell is BYD?
They're a Chinese-made electric car manufacturer.
Chinese
Y'all
Tesla.
gotta go look at it. Y'all got to go look at the documentary on it. It's a trip.
Supposedly they're ranked 5th in the world for world selling.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, guys. Y'all gotta pay attention to this stuff. Anyway, like I said, we're gonna clip this one tonight. At 11 o'clock, we're gonna go through it. Everything. I know tonight wasn't a lot to talk about. We did talk about Uber Teen. Everybody knows what's going on with that. If you weren't here at the beginning of the show when we talked about Uber Teen, if you have it on your app, you'll see it way down at the bottom of your preferences. When they send it to you, it's automatically turned on. If you do not want to accept Uber Teen requests, make sure you go in there and turn it off. If you don't see it at the bottom of your preferences, that means you don't have it yet. Right? We talked about InDrive a little bit. Klaus we'll try to get Klaus back next week. He can talk about it from the passenger side of it because it's too late now and I got to be up too early in the morning. Yeah, hey, listen, bro. Hey, bro, we tried, my friend. My friend, tried to get you, bro.
Touching base on an Uber Teen, it's only the authorized teen that's been set up that can ride with the driver. They cannot bring a friend.
Right. So if you've got Uber Teen turned off and a teenager is at your car to take a ride, you can decline that ride, cancel that ride, and still get your cancellation fee. Just everybody knows that. I hope everybody knows that.
So excited.
All right.
Do my unboxing.
Eddie.
By the way, this is my new affiliate. Just gotta do a review on it. All right. They spotted me on the Amazon influencer, and since I was looking for one, they asked me in a foreign language. Yeah, they do like review product. I was like,
so they liked your review on the 12-inch dildo, and they decided to send you a microphone monitor arm.
That's
awesome,
you could say
man.
that. You know, you got that. I'm pretty surprised you got the measurement correct there, Vinny. You got a good eye, bro.
All you didn't do is get the color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm good.
Emotional damage.
Yeah. Well, listen, you're the only guy I know that bought a 3D printer so he could have more anal babies to make his anal baby not feel so long. Okay.
Yeah, you know, I still can't find them.
You still can't find the anal babies?
No.
Well, we're gonna send you over to Wilton Manors, and we'll send you into Wilton Manors, and I'm sure somebody can help you find your anal baby over there. Anyway,
he got millions.
So
yes, Lord. Anyway, Eddie, give me the tip of the week because Omar disappeared on us for a second. Give us tip of the week. It's time to wrap it up. Let's go.
I don't know. Hey, well, remember, have your multiple apps, and have the catering apps. Catering apps are really good for AMs. That's what I've been doing so far. Doing catering apps in the morning and then switching over into Uber and Lyft ride sharing in the PMs. It's been working out that way because Uber has been throttling my Puerto Rican ass like crazy. So
I'm telling you, I don't think it's that they're throttling. I think they just not. I don't think the requests are there.
Yeah,
I think no. I just think there's a lot of drivers out there. It seems that way.
That's a lot of drivers.
It's a combination of all of the above, bro.
Yeah,
because if you open the app to order for an Uber or for a Lyft, you see there's like a whole bunch around you. So
listen, real quick, Raymond has said his tip of the week is try not to make anal babies. Don't be like Eddie. Don't be like Eddie.
Correction, deal. He said deal, not tip.
Vinny's are specially.
No, he meant to say tip. He meant to say tip.
He meant to say tip of the week, bro.
Yeah, because you're always next to the P.
By the way, Eddie, real quick, what are the two delivering catering apps? If people don't know,
it's going to be Deliver That and Treads. TREA.
Deliver That and Treads.
Correct.
So there you go.
Which both work with Easy Cater.
Okay. So if you don't have those apps, there you go. All right. Steven, give me a tip of the week, bro.
Once every few weeks, I would say probably your fourth fill up on a gas vehicle. You should get there's a fuel injector cleaner. You should run that through your car every once in a while so that you'll get better gas mileage. Your engine will perform better. You know, follow the instructions, but you know it's pretty basic. It's usually just a gas additive, and it'll make your performance on your car better and better fuel efficiency.
All right. Klaus, we haven't heard from you, but from a passenger standpoint, can you give drivers one tip that would legitimately help them when it comes to riders?
Be patient with your riders. Don't rush them. That's how you also get a negative rating.
Well, when you say don't rush them, what do you mean?
Well, as soon as you get there, you immediately start calling them and nagging them too. Both know on both sides what is the time to wait, and they'll get there for you. Not everybody's going to be waiting for you outside.
Correct. That's why I get out the car and open the door for them. Be like, get in.
That's why I take.
And then
off
when I
at
get
2 minutes,
out the
30
car
seconds.
and open the door, get the hell out.
That's fair. That's fair. The fact that Klaus actually offered that tip for the tip of the week has got my mind completely blown right now, because Klaus, when he was a driver, he wouldn't even pull up to your front door. He'd be around the corner talking about arrived, and he gave you 3 minutes of that 5-minute wait, and after that, he was gone.
It was called a 3 roundabout. I'll go around the corner 3 times. If you weren't out in 5 minutes and 3 times, cancellation fee.
Oh,
Yep.
Wait,
Yep.
hold on. So I want to add a little tip. A little tip. It always works. The majority of the time, it always works. If you're sitting there and you're waiting, just take off really fast after about a minute of waiting. They just take off really fast, and then just turn around and come back. All right. Usually they're right outside because they're thinking that you.
Yeah, you go around the corner.
Eddie's gonna get y'all deactivated, bro. You don't
You
even
go
know
around the corner.
timeout. He don't even know he's in timeout. Look at him. Look at him. He don't even know he's in timeout. Eddie's gonna get y'all asses. Eddie's gonna get y'all asses deactivated.
It works. Okay, just take off really fast and then come back, and they'll be out there when you come back.
And remember, you can also sit in your car, put the seat all the way back, lay back, make sure they don't see you. They can't identify your car. 5 minutes, you got your cancellation fee.
Klaus was absolutely the master of the cancellation. He was the master. Omar, am I lying? Am I lying? There was nobody better.
No.
There was nobody better than
Klaus is good, man. Klaus is a good one.
Talk about the master of fraud. This sumbitch was it. Okay, he taught everybody. He taught the rest of them in Miami how to commit fraud. That's all.
Hey, that's how you got to do it over pool. When over pool is around.
Yeah, well, I didn't have to sweat that. All right, Omar, what do you got, buddy?
I'm always saying to keep positive. Well, we've been talking about multi-apping, right? So yeah, keep looking for new ideas to help you find. Steven talks about this as well, to find a way to do something. I recently got on the Neighbor app. I forgot to mention that, and I'm trying to look through that to try and figure out. Like, sometimes people will post stuff like, "Hey, I need somebody to move stuff for me or whatever," and I'm offering $20. So find ways specifically that work for you to keep that PMA up. You know what I mean? Because negative people do negative things, and then it affects other people in a way that makes them want to do negative things. It's incredible how, like, when you open a door for somebody, like, a positive gesture goes a long way, right? So it's the same way. Don't try to find ways that's not going to make you want to go crazy and rob a bank or something like that. You know what I mean? Because these apps got us really frustrated right now, and we got to just stay ahead of them.
Man,
Pay forward.
Neighbor app. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's called Neighbor.
I believe also Neighbor allows you to store another or a neighbor's vehicle on your parking lot, and you get paid for it too.
Yeah,
you can do that. It's called Next Door. I'm sorry, Eddie. I just looked. It's called Next Door.
Next Door. Yeah, I got.
It's called Next Door, and then it actually to create a profile. I'm still working on that, but like I've already had somebody from my neighborhood message me because we have like a civic association where I live, and I'm like, I'm gonna message her back like, yeah, I know. But,
you just said something, Omar. Is probably the best thing that I've heard in a while on this show, and that's don't let these apps frustrate you. Because people are starting to lose their shit. Things are getting tight. We know they're getting tight. Fuel's on its way back up. Everybody can see it. Everybody's feeling it. In case y'all don't know, barrel of oil. All right, we are now 9 weeks in a row.
Yep.
The price of barrel oil has gone up. It's going up.
The price of a barrel of oil is going up, and the dollar index is also going up. Those are two bad indicators.
So just so you know, nobody can afford the rent. Nobody can afford the milk or the eggs. But you got to do your best to just try and not let this shit frustrate you, man.
Actually, that could be another tip of the week from all of us, because like you just said, Vinny, the barrel of oil is up $87, $88.
Yeah.
Like right now, as soon as we're done with the live stream, go out and fill up your tank because the price is about to go up.
Again.
Yeah.
Even with your upside discount, you still paying a lot?
Dude, you're still jumping 20, 30 cents at a time.
Yeah, I mean,
and when the price of gas really fires up quickly, upside doesn't give you the big breaks. Now you're talking 1 or 2 cents a gallon. So even on upside, you're getting screwed. You know, if you have one of the Uber cards or the Lyft card, right, you can get 2 or 3%. If you have a credit card that gets you 5% back on your gas, you know, you got to use these things. You got to, every little penny's gonna matter. It's absolutely gonna matter. And they're just gonna keep squeezing us and keep squeezing us and keep squeezing us.
Yeah, so just find ways to, you know, just to stay ahead of that, you know. That's my tip of the week.
It's coming.
Sorry about that.
It's getting worse as time goes. So, and I'm feeling it. I'm working
You
on my
you gotta
pivot,
find
but
pivots,
I'm feeling
bro.
it.
So listen, if you guys I mean, that's the tip of the week. I think I'm gonna let Omar have that final word on that, because I think not getting frustrated is gonna be the key. And I know, because I've been frustrated like since this happened. My eyes have been open to a whole nother world, and it's just like
For us, it's a little different because we've been saying it for quite some time now, and we're feeling it.
Well, novice is saying relax, oil's not going to keep going. I beg to differ. We can talk about that tomorrow, novice. We're not going to get
It's
into
just how much can you take? That's the thing. How much can you take?
Right.
You know, and then what do you do? You know,
Yeah,
right now I'm
$1,800 a
cutting
month.
back. Yeah, right now I have to
It's
cut back on
$1,800 a
some
month
things,
for a shed.
man. Or
If it's $1,800 a month for a shed in Hialeah right now, okay, we laughing about that shit, but that shit's real, right? $1,800 a month for a shed in Hialeah right now, okay. Can you imagine, bro, what the rest of the world is really paying? Like, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Anyway,
I believe I pay for the cheapest apartment in all of freaking Austin. Because
right.
I have a 2-bedroom and I pay $1,500 compared to any a 1-bedroom. A 1-bedroom in the cheap side is $1,500. So
All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this show up tonight. We appreciate everybody joining us tonight on the Rideshare Garage. We do appreciate you. We tried to bring you a good show tonight. I don't know, it's a little sombering. I think right now, everybody's just feeling a little nervous right now.
it's just
Because Labor Day
Well,
weekend,
it's a little uneven, a little shaky ground right now.
I think everybody's a little uneasy right now, and it's understandable. So if you want some political commentary, some stock stuff, and just some, if you like the Vinny rants, y'all got to check us out in the mornings, 9:30 to 11.
Yeah,
right here live on the In the Morning with Eddie and Vinny show.
Vinny has some. I mean, he's been dealing with it, but I mean, Vinny like turns red, like
What
like
the
lobster
fuck,
red.
bro? Why am I turning red, bro?
Okay, you don't
Come
see
on,
it.
Are you saying he's the Red Hulk?
He's calling him a tomato.
Okay. Tomato.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I've been really good, but I think Eddie got me yesterday. I think yesterday I went on an epic rant.
You think so? Yesterday, I don't know. I think you've been taking it pretty good. You know,
I've been taking it easy, right?
Yeah. You've been really taking it easy.
I got a question. Who's skipping? Who's Shannon?
Neither nor, bro.
Wait, they broke up, bro. That's some old news. There you go with the non-Google stuff.
Eddie and I got a good thing going. Eventually we're gonna get Omar.
We got a thing going
as soon as Eddie, hey, bro.
Hey.
That's right.
Now kick you out the
now it's Steven and Shannon. Now it's Steven and Shannon.
Steven and Shannon.
Yeah, Stephen A. Yeah.
But no, we got a good thing going in the morning, and we want to keep it going. We talk a little rideshare, we talk a lot of politics, and it's just a good old conversation. And don't forget, the Sunday Pivot podcast will be coming back this Sunday. It's probably going to be 10 or 11 a.m. because we didn't get to it tonight, but football cranks up this week. So you guys make sure you plan accordingly for these football games, because that's going to be an issue. If it's already slow, you know what's coming. Yeah. You know how many cars are going to be sitting at these football games.
Yep.
You know how these police officers, it's going to be the first game of the season. You know how the traffic patrol is going to be. Y'all better plan accordingly. Go ahead, Omar. I know you got something to say.
Okay, the Detroit Lions have sold out. Believe it or not, the Detroit Lions have sold out every home game already. There's a lot of excitement up in that area because and understandably why they feel like, hey, we have a chance here to make noise in the North because Aaron Rodgers is not there, and Minnesota's Kirk Cousins, So I mean, but still to sell out every home game already. So to Vinny's point, if there's rideshare outside of there, that's or whatever it is, whatever form of
If the
transportation.
crowd, hey,
Yeah.
big dog, listen. I know everybody's going to want to run to them stadiums. You're going to sit there for an hour and a half, trying to get a ride out of there. You're going to be sitting there hoping to negotiate the rides. I know it's coming, and it's okay. Everybody's got their strategies. But remember what I always say. If the fucking crowd goes left, take your ass right. Because if everybody's over here, these 1 or 2 or 3 people over here need rides. And if you're in demand, you're not going to get lowballed. At the stadiums, they're going to lowball you. Uber's already sending out. I know everybody got the inbox today. They're already offering $15 extra per ride from the designated areas, which means if they can get more people in there and only have to pay out $15 extra, they're not going to have to surge the shit out of the place. They're going to keep more money. Y'all don't fall for this bullshit, man. Don't fall for the bullshit.
Well, to add to that, right, what I would say is that you can start to plan out some stuff now. There may be football games and concerts, different things may be coming to your area. Like for us down here, they're coming for us because that's the time of year it is now for us. So where you can say, hey, you know what? Maybe I don't want to go to this event because like what you said, Vinny, it's going to be slam packed. Maybe I'll go to this event. So maybe at the end of the year, people are going shopping and doing different things. Hopefully the end of the year is an improvement for all of us, around the country.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Where you have more options because like right now, if there's one event down here in South Florida, everybody's going to be there.
Everybody's
either there or the airport. That's it.
Everybody's going to be there. I mean, anybody can look at any major city right now can look at their airport queue and see their airport queues are just overloaded. Like there's nobody in the airport's going to tell me their airports aren't abnormally a lot of drivers sitting there waiting. People need to make money. So just keep that in mind, y'all, going into this weekend. And then we'll be back on it next week. And that'll be that. All right, y'all. We are out of here. Eddie, you got something to take us home?
Yeah, I got something.
You got something to take us home with? All right, y'all. We're out of here. We will see y'all in the morning. I want to thank the panel once again. Klaus, we'll see you next week if you're available. Talk about some more in-drive. Omar, we'll catch up with you. Steven, I appreciate you as always. Kiara was in the background tonight. I know she was busy, but she chimed in and piped in, so we appreciate our executive producer. Outside of that, y'all, we out.
Pow.